What's going on, everybody? Welcome to After Prison Show, and today I want to give you guys a major update in relation to Bill Cosby. Now, obviously, we've been covering this guy and the 3 to 10 year prison sentence that he has to serve quite a bit as of late, and the major reason for that is because there have been so many stories that have surfaced since this man began serving his time. However, and probably unfortunately for me, because I'm looking pretty dumb in this situation, a lot of these stories that have surfaced are not true. And you know, before we even go any further with this, the first thing that comes to my mind is, why would anybody be making up these crazy type of stories? Why would anybody be making up a story about this guy getting hit with a stale hot dog bun? I learned that story wasn't true. Why would somebody make up the fact that this man not only was hit with a stale hot dog bun, but also was slapped in the face with a chicken patty? And you know, I should have been better. I should have been a lot better, folks, than to just go ahead and believe that. And a part of me had a tough time doing so. A part of me really had a tough time believing that, because a chicken patty tray while locked up is, like I had mentioned before, a luxury top-of-the-line type of prison meal that you're gonna be eating. Ain't nobody gonna be wasting their chicken patty, taking that chicken patty out of the bun just to slap somebody in the face with it. If they wanna do you some harm and some damage, they're gonna find something a lot more useful to do that with. Nobody's gonna be wasting no chicken patty while locked up. It just ain't gonna happen. I should have been better, folks. I should have been better, but I wasn't. And you know, the first thing that I want to do is apologize to you guys for reporting on this story. I was gullible. I was skeptical. If I was locked up, this probably could have led to a very bad situation. Hey, Joe, hey, come up in my cell real quick. I want to talk to you real quick. What's going on, man? Got to be smarter. Got to be more careful. You know, a major story would come out just this morning from the Washington Post titled, "Not Real News. Was Bill Cosby in a prison food fight?" And the story would go on to say exactly that this was not real news. And you know how they found out? They contacted the prison asking, hey, excuse me, did Bill Cosby get smacked in the face with a chicken? No! You know, I probably should have done that myself. But this fact-checking type of story was reported again by the Washington Post. And when I think of news media outlets, the Washington Post, oh, they big time. They top flight security of the world, Craig. They huge. This story would go on to say that comedian Bill Cosby, now inmate number NN7687 in a Pennsylvania prison, was not slapped with a chicken patty during a food fight, despite stories circulating online. You know, After Prison Show and our coverage of Bill Cosby locked up, we are one of those stories circulating online. I don't really feel good about that. This story would also go on to throw Radar Online completely up under the bus. Radar Online cited an unidentified source when reporting on October the 8th that Cosby, who played Dr. Cliff Huxtable on The Cosby Show, had attempted to crack a joke when an inmate was angered and then boom, took flight, smacking them all upside the face. Again, I should have known better. Ain't nobody gonna be wasting no chicken patty. You ain't gonna be wasting no food trying to use that to fight nobody. God, man, you would think that I ain't never done no time. I've been locked up for most of my life, though, as ironic as it may seem. Now, one other thing that I want to mention real quick in relation to this Washington Post article, it says that other sites redistributed the report with similar headlines, and it was picked up widely on social media. YouTube is social media, right? You know, I sort of feel like they throw in a little indirect shot at After Prison Show saying all that. They also said that Radar Online could not be reached for comment. Well, After Prison Show could be. We're reached. You reached me. I honestly fell victim to the headline as well, and I'm sorry for that. You know, I'm going to try to do my best to make sure that the information that I'm bringing you guys is correct and accurate and not fake news. I don't want to be reporting fake news. That ain't right at all. That ain't cool. Ain't nothing cool about no fake news, folks. Ain't nothing cool about it at all. But ironically, as was mentioning all of that there have been quite a few other stories that have surfaced since then. We've had the stale hot dog bun, we've had the chicken patty. Well, now we've got a whole slew of other news in relation to Bill Cosby, and not so much just Bill Cosby, but also his wife as well. Now, the first thing that I want to say before even mentioning any of these other stories is I'm not exactly sure how accurate these are. And with these newer news stories that have developed, I'm going to offer up some other stories that might sort of contradict what's actually being reported. This first unbelievable headline goes on to report that Bill Cosby has summoned Wendy Williams from daytime television to his prison after she supposedly, allegedly said some pretty crazy things about his wife in their marriage. Now, before I even go any further with this, I want to ask all of you if this is accurate or not. Did Wendy Williams really say what I'm about to share with you guys? And if you guys could find that, please comment down below and let me know that you found it and also where it's at. Put a link down in the comments for me. I looked for this, I couldn't find it, so it's just crazy to me to see that this is being reported. That Bill Cosby has summoned Wendy Williams to his prison. When exactly did it become his prison? But supposedly during some Hot Topic segment on the Wendy Williams show, she would go on to give some type of marriage advice to Bill Cosby's wife of over 50 years now. Supposedly and allegedly saying as follows: Camille, if I were you, I'd grab the checkbook, write it for half of everything you all have, keep the phone off the hook so that he can't call, change my cell phone number, get yourself a divorce lawyer and move. See, real quick, I just gotta go ahead and throw this in here. You know, while you're serving time, if you got your girl out there and you're hoping that she's going to ride it out with you for however much time that you've got, it's not only Jody that you have to worry about. And Jody being like the ominous nickname given to any Mr. Steal Your Girl out there in the free world who potentially is going to do just that while you're locked up and serving some time. Just as bad as Jody is your girl's damn friends. Oh, girl, I'm trying to tell you, you better not ride with that man. He got 2 months, girl. 2 months is a whole 60 days. What you gonna do for 60 days? You gotta think about you first, girl. Put you first. Oh, hey, Joe, how you doing? Look, listen, I need to tell you, it's just not gonna work out. 60 days, I can't wait for 2 months. I got needs, Joe. I got 60 days though! 60! Oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this to me! As dramatic as all of that may seem right there, you cannot fully grasp the entirety of that type of a situation unless you've personally gone through it yourself. It's bad. And for the umpteenth time, I need to say this whole report about Wendy Williams supposedly giving this marriage advice to Bill Cosby's wife, I got no idea whether this is true or not. However, I did need to mention that story because it wouldn't be but soon after that all of these other unbelievably crazy stories about Bill Cosby's wife would begin to surface. Report: Bill Cosby loses his after his wife drains his secret account. Bill, at least you were smart in that regard to have some secret accounts. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem you were smart enough because she done found those. If this is for real, Bill, she done found those. Following Bill's incarceration, Camille Cosby tries to cash check from secret account. It bounced. See, that's gotta be fake right there because Bill got all sorts of money. Bill Cosby reportedly flips after wife pulls money from his secret account. We've got 2 stories talking about this secret account and his wife trying to get this money. So is this for real or is this fake? Now I'll go ahead and say this. When they reported on that chicken patty incident, there was a lot of different media sources that were reporting on this, including CNN. When I read it there, it just had to be real. See what I did right there? I just spurred the entire comments. Oh, CNN, Joe. Joe, you be knowing about CNN. You ain't green, is you, Joe? You a fish. You new. You fresh meat to this internet thing. Bill Cosby's wife, Camille, reportedly tried to take money out of the disgraced comedian's bank account, but when he heard about it, he ordered his bank to make it so no one could withdraw money from it. No, Bill. Oh, but ironically, this story was also reported by Radar Online, and I should learn my lesson from them. I should definitely be learning my lesson. They the one that really told me about that chicken patty story. Police was sitting here in interrogation right now. It was Radar Online. That's why I got it from. Radar Online. Go get down. But I just straight up snitched. I'm not gonna go any further with those stories. There's quite a few reports of, Camille, his wife, trying to get money out of these bank accounts and him supposedly being angered behind this. But I do need to reiterate one thing. These 2 people have been married for over 50 years. And it most certainly appeared that she was not only supportive, but also literally standing by her husband's side through all of this legal trouble that he's had. So I find it very hard to believe that any of this is for real. Especially when it was just last month that a story came out saying Bill Cosby's wife asked panel to investigate the trial judge. Man, his wife is going to bat for him. And I talked about this in an earlier video saying that it was his wife who was trying to get the judge removed in his case if and when he does end up getting an appeal. This story also quotes his wife saying, "My husband was improperly prosecuted in a trial presided over by an unethical judge who seeks to compound his unethical behavior by sentencing Bill Cosby, now 81 years old and unsighted, meaning that he's blind, for a charge that the former DA and the judge's rival determined was unwarranted and would never be prosecuted." Wow. That is some new information. Was there another court situation prior to when Bill received this 3 to 10 year prison sentence where another DA and another judge said that the allegations were unwarranted and would never be prosecuted? I can't understand how it could be just last month where Bill Cosby's wife was quoted as saying these things that seem quite supportive of her husband. Then all of a sudden, just this month, all of these stories start breaking about the fact that she's trying to take all of the money. Go on, take the money and run. That one right there was for all of the old heads like myself who rock with After Prison Show, who might actually remember that song lyric. I can't honestly see this as being for real, a real thing, or even any sort of real news. But I do have to say this. Though I can't see it actually being the case because, there's so much fake news that is being circulated and spun up just as quickly as somebody can think of it. And when you're serving time, things can most certainly change without any sort of heads up or notice. Oh, hey, Joe, how you doing? Look, listen. 60 days though! So with that, now there's only the very slight possibility in my own personal opinion and prison expert specialist experience that this could actually be true. And so, if you were to ask me personally, I don't think Bill's wife is going to be trying to take any of the money. I don't. She's got access to the money. Why she got to take it? She's been with the man for 50 years. She's probably been the only person who has legitimately been by his side throughout all of this. And I truly feel like she will continue to be just that. By his side and also supportive. And one other thing that I want to mention with all of this is, just like this Washington Post reported that these food fight assaults on Bill Cosby were fake, they found this out by contacting the prison. And when they contacted the prison, they were informed that this guy, he doesn't even eat in the main chow hall. With everything that's come to light, the fake news versus the real news, what's for real? As some sort of a prison expert, being that I've spent most of my life in prison, and I can't emphasize enough that is nothing to ever be proud of. I want to offer up, like Jerry Springer used to do, a final thought. And that final thought is, like I had mentioned previously, Bill Cosby will live like a boss in prison. I'm still going to stick to my guns on that one and most certainly believe that will definitely be the case for this man. He got money, he got reputation, he got status, whether it's good or it's bad in prison. The man, he Bill Cosby. He is Mr. Huxtable from the Cosby Show. I honestly don't feel like he's going to be having any problems. But then again, you never know. I could be completely wrong. It could be tomorrow that a story gets reported. This man got smacked upside the head with a metal tray. Hey, look, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I do apologize for jumping the gun and telling you guys about a story that would end up being not true. I really try to pride myself on getting the stories correct that I share with you guys. But I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please leave a like and a comment, letting me know exactly what you thought about it. Do you agree with the opinions that I've made in relation to Bill Cosby, his wife, his time? Or do you disagree? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted and make the most of every day.